What's going on out there, YouTube family? This is Samuel Legger here representing Team JVS. Just got done looking at the third episode of season 2 of Umbrella Academy, and it has not let me down. You got more individual and collective interactions with the family. This time, one thing I loved about this episode was watching Vanya and Five interact again, given everything that's happened. And the thing is that Five has really changed on a lot of different levels. I think, he's gone through a lot. The first time around, he was just kind of like trying to do it all on his own, but now he really realized he needs his family. He needs to protect his family by any means necessary. And it was kind of like, I didn't know where this was going to go because I was like, I don't know how Vanya's going to react. Because, Vanya, she ended up protecting herself just out of, instinct, and it was crazy. You got the crop circle situation, but just watching them interact was very fascinating. Even watching Klaus interact with his sister, I thought that was even more crazy because you can tell like there's a lot of love there. There's a lot of like equal respect and care, and it was just such a beautiful moment. But then it was a even more heartbreaking moment when Luther went and track down where the love of his life basically is, and to find out, where she's at and who she's with and what that really is kind of doing to him. Like, because Allison's a good person, but at the same time, Allison, it's weird. So I'm conflicted with the Allison situation because Allison was put in a situation where it's like, all right, we're going to do this sit-in no matter what. This is what we... But I was kind of like, yo, this is about to get so bad. And the way that they captured it from a cinematic standpoint, they captured the feeling of dread and doom very well, while at the same exact time on the other side of things, like had a whole different set of circumstances that were happening with Luther and everything that he was dealing with. It was a really interesting parallel because by the time the love of her life comes, well, not love of her life, her husband comes, I'm going to say that just to clarify, he was like, he just bombarded with all this information, He was like, now you got a brother you didn't tell me about, and you got a whole nother brother that's, I don't know what that situation is like, and I just feel like you lied. And he couldn't do anything because he's in the middle of the sit. He probably shouldn't have showed up to the sit. He probably should have stayed, because he was emotionally compromised, but either way, he stayed. And like, she broke protocol, he broke protocol. They were caught off guard. Either way, it could have happened anyway. Like, honestly, when the dude had the coffee in his hand, I was like, they could have, instead of pouring sugar on, it could have just been thrown in their face. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if she was ready for that, like, situation. Like, I don't see her, like, I know her motivation. I know why she's doing it. But I didn't see Allison being prepared for this situation. I really didn't. And it's like, I'm not harping on her for doing anything about it because it's no different in circumstances we're going on right now with people protesting. But I don't think she really understood that she's going there knowing that she could die. That these people are going there, sitting there knowing that they could die, and they're willing to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't think she gets that. And then when she moved, I was like, this is about to get so bad. The problem that I have with the whole Allison situation is just like what she did with her daughter, right? And the husband overreacted. I don't understand why Allison's husband reacted the way he did. Regardless if she lied, regardless if, she's got these abilities or whatever, I would have been like, yo, that's real heavy right now. Like, yo, I don't know how to really take that, but thank you, because I was about to die. Like, he's like sitting there questioning, like, man, no person would have, like, no white man would have done this and, like, allowed it for me to not get continued. Like, what did you do to him? Oh, I'm going to run and get scared. Like, bruh, like, mutant or not, like, bruh, I wouldn't react that way. I would have been like, yo, you got a gift. Could you use this on a grander scale? I don't know if I can mess with you right now. I don't know if I can be your husband anymore, but you definitely got a gift. Thank you for saving my life, but maybe we need to kind of, it just doesn't seem believable, bro. Like, even with the situation with the daughter, like, I was seeing like, yo, you have the ability of telling people they can do this. Like, I would have questioned whether or not she loved me, but I wouldn't sit there and blow it out of, like, I don't know, it just didn't seem believable to me. You know what I mean? I think he would have been freaked out, yes, but I wouldn't have reacted that way after almost getting beat to death. Like nah. That's dead. That don't make sense. That just from a scripting standpoint, that didn't make sense to me. But then everything that's going on in the backfold, bruh. I was kind of like, yo, Diego's got a really good storyline going on right now. Like he's going through, he literally got shanked by his dad. Like he almost died. Got protected by this crazy woman, and then the end, bruh. I could have not foreseen that like twist, period. So for me, this is another tight episode. Like they definitely are raising the bar and they got me hooked. They got me locked in at this point. I don't have any kind of like ins or outs one way or another. Like I really do think this is a genuinely better season. And I don't know how this is gonna end. Like I really, it's weird because in some seasons you watch, like Daredevil season 3 for instance, I didn't want it to end. I was like, it just keeps getting building and building and building. But I worry that how much of this is gonna become repetitive. Like I feel like the only way for this to be able to work is it can't be like last season where you wait to the very end of the season and then that's the apocalypse. It's gonna have to be a situation to me, from a written standpoint, that halfway through, like the midway point, they stop it or it still happens, and then something else has to go because it can't be. I don't think we can wait. Now that we know what's gonna happen, how they're gonna end up, the only curveball that I could see is maybe the dad getting involved, because the dad, honestly, he would be a really good asset to train them. He would be a really good asset to train them, to at least be able to try to stop this. Because the only one that didn't have any prior training was Five, because Five got there late. So, I don't know. We'll see. I really have no idea how this is going to go. I'll talk to you guys later on, though. Yeah. Episode review. Like, man, I want to give it a 10. I love the episode. I'm not giving any numbers. From this point forward, if it continues down the road it's going, I'm not giving more number rates. Anyway, keep it locked. JVS Wingstop. Peace, guys.